Hey everybody, it is Sunday afternoon and we are out here on Prettyboy Reservoir. I'm in a little area called Radio Tower Cove, and that is of course because there is a radio tower up on the hill behind us. I don't think we're going to see it in this video, but you never know, we might. At any rate, I'm just kind of taking a break from fishing. It's really pretty back here. I'd gotten a few moments of sunlight, and of course as soon as I positioned myself to start shooting some video, the dark clouds have moved over, and so it looks kind of gloomy and dark out, but it's actually a very nice Sunday afternoon out here today. And so I thought we would have a little motor around just through the cove here. We're not going to make a huge video out of this, or at least I don't intend to. You never know how it goes with me. So I've already fished this side thoroughly. I've caught a bunch of little panfish, and I caught a little dinky smallmouth, a very small smallmouth. But I wanted to come back over here just to get the video started because it's really scenic over here. I really enjoy the way it looks back here. So we're just going to make our way down to the end of this point, pick up the speed a little bit. I like the way these rocks down here look, and the tree hanging over the water. We'll go underneath of that, and then we'll make a left and hang over to the other side of the cove and go have a little explore back there. I always like the way these rocks look like giant old wet stacks of paper or something. So out that way is the main channel. And what we're actually going to do is head all the way over back into this corner. And there's your radio tower. You can see it just fine from here. So we're actually going to go back into that point and see what there is to see back there. I've only fished back there a little bit, but it goes back and around the bend further than it looks, so we might see some interesting stuff over there. Who knows, maybe we'll find a little gap in the clouds and we'll actually get a little bit of sunshine once we get over there. But sit tight, and we're going to have a little explore over in this corner. Alright, now I've fished my way all the way along this shoreline. Not all the way to the back of the cove, but all the way down to as far as you can see before I turned around and came back out. So I have yet to fish any of the shoreline over there, although it looks pretty good. We'll be doing that after this video is over. So again, we're just going to have a little cruise down here into the end of this cove, and this is Radio Tower Cove. So once again, let me pick up the pace a little bit. Nothing particularly exciting, just scenic. If you find this kind of stuff interesting and pretty to look at, which I certainly do. I could live out here. I almost do live out here. Now somewhere down here was a broken up old concrete foundation. I don't know if it was a set of steps or what, and I have no idea what it originally was. We're way back kind of in the middle of nowhere. If you got out of here, the closest thing that you could call civilization would be that radio tower, and that's a maybe quarter-mile hike through the woods, and then from there it's just an access road out to the main road, which is about a mile away. So whatever used to be back here, I have no idea. But there was apparently some concrete structure. There it is right there. Let's move over this way and have a look at it. And it actually doesn't even seem that terribly old. So that definitely used to be something. I just don't know what it went to. So the dam was built, I want to say they started construction in the 30s, and don't really hold my feet to the fire on any of this. I want to say they started construction on the dam in the 30s, or maybe they began purchasing property to begin. But at any rate, the dam was built, and the dam was topped off in the 50s. I think like 53 or 55, something like that. So once upon a time, this would have been just a little tiny stream trickling through a little valley. I'm not sure how deep the water is below us. It's probably not very deep. But in all likelihood, a little stream flows in down at the end of here. That's pretty common when you get to the back of these little coves like this. It's usually a little stream at the very back of it. And again, it's just because they dammed up the Gunpowder River and filled this entire valley. So there's all kinds of stuff under the water. There's broken down bridges, there's the foundations of homes, there's roads that still go underneath and cross under the valley. You can see, you know, the remnants of a road on one side, and you go over and you look over here in the woods and you can see the remnants on that side, and you know underneath the water is the road just kept right on going. They just filled the valley. So whatever that little concrete thing back there that we saw was, I have no idea. It was probably something to do with somebody's farm or something like that once upon a time. This was probably farm or mill property. No idea. You see stuff like that back here all the time, though. I don't know what kind of farm you have back here. This is some pretty steep, rocky terrain. Now, I do have my rod sticking up behind me, but I think we're in good shape here. We'll be able to get under this. I probably ought to slow down. I don't really know what we're looking at here. I can definitely see some logs and stuff under the water, and I can see what looks to be a little stream flowing in at the back of this. I don't know how much glare you're getting on the camera or not. I have polarized glasses on, so I can see through the water like it's barely there. So we're getting into some reasonably shallow water, and that right here looks like that's going to be the end of the line. I think my motor will get over top of that, but we're not going to be able to go too much further before I'm hitting some mud and stuff. Now, I'm actually curious. I'd love to see what is back there, but I definitely did not come dressed for getting out of the kayak and getting into the water. If there was a place that I could actually just pull out and get out, I might consider it, but it doesn't look like it's none too conducive for doing that. But I can hear the little stream babbling away back there. I'd love to get out and walk up that way a little bit. We're in pretty shallow water, so it wouldn't be too much of a problem. So I think my motor finally hit the bottom. We just kind of came to an abrupt stop. So I am going to get my little paddle out, get us turned around, and then we'll shoot some video on the way back out. So give me a minute and I'll see you for the motor back out of here. Alright, that wasn't so bad. I did see some big old carp back there as I was getting turned around. I didn't realize that they were back here, but that does explain the clouds of silt that I've seen kicked up. We just saw another one right there. I'll try to get a video of any of them up close if I can, because the carp back here are really big. And it looks like we're going to have to swing a little bit wide to get around this tree. I'm trying to get a little bit of video of that rock up there. It's a really big outcropping, but we've got this branch down in the water. That's certainly deep enough that we're going to go over it just fine though. I don't know if you can see that or not, but somebody's fishing line is hanging out of the tree. They lost their lure there. So I just turned our speed up a little bit. We'll move on through here a little more quickly. This definitely be a good place to come down and have a walk around. If I ever want to get out and stretch my legs a little bit, this would be a neat place to do it. I'd love to get out and walk around and look at those rocks up there. And there's even some good woodwork. I saw a nice tree stump earlier, and I don't remember where it was now because I kind of dismissed it. It wasn't one that I thought I could use for anything, and I just remember thinking it was a really good looking tree stump for what it was, but it wasn't anything I was going to use. And so now I don't remember where it was. It was over on that side somewhere. It was over on that shoreline. We fished our way right past it. Oh, you know what? I'm looking right at it. Hang on, let's cut across and we can go have a look at it. Alright, so that is the one that I came over here thinking was what I wanted to look at, but as I got closer I saw that one. Now that one's a beast. Like a huge beast. But it's really good looking. So I don't think I'm going to do anything with that one. But I did bring us all the way over here to look at a tree stump, so there's a tree stump for you. So let me get straightened back out. We'll get back over to the other side and we'll continue our little cruise on out of the cove back here. So sit tight and I'll see you in a second. Alright, I think this is about where we left off. So we're just going to make our way around the bend here. Look at some of the scenery for a few more minutes, see if we don't find anything else exciting or interesting to stop and look at, and then I am going to start making my way back towards the boat launch. I've still got a few hours left to fish, but I'm several miles from the boat launch at this point, and I like to start making my way back in that general direction so as the day wears on I don't find myself unexpectedly miles away when I realize it's getting late. And I have caught plenty of fish right up close to the boat launch, so it's no harm in going back that way and throwing a line out here and there. I'm wondering if we're going to get any more sunshine or blue skies this afternoon. Seems like they've gone away. Alright, so let's take it up to full speed. We'll finish up this last little leg. You can see the line where the high water mark is. That almost looks like some sunshine. Alright everybody, this is where I'm going to peel away from the shoreline. We are going to start making our way back out to the main channel. I know you can't really see it. Let's see if I can zoom in. That big old rock right there is what we were looking at the very beginning of this video. So we're going to make our way on past it and head back on out to the main channel there. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little cruise around Radio Tower Cove. I've enjoyed my Sunday afternoon. Hope you enjoyed your time with me. Make sure you're subscribed and check out my Patreon page if you enjoy this kind of video. I do a lot more stuff like this over on Patreon than I do here on my YouTube channel. So if this is something you enjoy doing, then check that out. I'm sure you'll find a lot of good stuff over there. So thanks again for watching this one. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you real soon on the next one.